I'm confused. Why is this guy picking a civ that doesn't have horsemen when it's all he likes to do? Because the scouts aren't really horsemen. So MSN's finally evolving? Maybe. Let's find out. Old man up against his great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandson. MSN about to slay his ancestral papa, Kilyadi, on the orange side with the Mongols going up against MSN's Malians. It's going to be interesting. Game number 1. Pretty rough for MSN. He learned the hard way that this old man still is able to hit you with a belt pretty hard. But this time around, Malian versus Mongols, as long as he doesn't get greedy about this, I think you're fairly safe. Fairly okay. And yeah, we are already getting the outpost. So Kilyadi, he's going to be going for the racks. He's not going to find value there. And are you sure the audio is out of sync? I think you need to refresh your end. I have a feeling that everyone would have been screaming at me if we were out of sync by now. Stormgate had great ideas, but the main game was really bad. Yes. And it kind of breaks my heart because, like, the problem is a game or a product whatever can do something good while being bad. And then no one actually looks at it seriously because it was registered as bad, even though there's good lessons to learn. Like, you know, a perfect example of this is like the idea of, like Google Glass. Like, Google Glass wasn't a bad idea. It was just too early. Right? Which makes it a bad idea. But then, like, a lot of people wouldn't even look at it or think about it. You know, you get all these kind of things. You know, think about how long it took for, VR-esque, AR-esque things to get revisited because they were used bad in the first place. I really do wish people just had more open minds. Like, sometimes the best ideas you can find can come from looking at some of the worst ranked games ever. It sounds weird, but it is true when you dig a bit deeper. And Stormgate is, I think, a key example of that. Twitch player sucks. You take that back! You are on Twitch, sir. Show yourself some respect, or you will get the belt. Okay? I mean, I love my viewers equally, but there's more Twitch people, so do with that what you will. Kilyadi now moving in. I guess he's going to commit the outpost. Yeah, village is already on the way. YouTube chat sucks. I mean, no offense to the people on YouTube, but I will agree in the idea that it's like very confusing to try and be part of a YouTube chat because people can come into a live stream that's 3 hours in at the start and they can type in the live stream chat, which causes all kinds of confusion, right? Like if you start my stream and then paused it and then came back 3 hours later and we're talking in my chat, you'd show up live, and we've had that a lot of the times where I'll, like, ask a question, and then people on YouTube will respond, but it would have been, like, the next game. I really wish YouTube would do something about that. Almost like they should list the timestamp of where the person is in the video when they respond. So, outpost coming up. Pretty much what we expected. I mean, look at this spawn. He's got backup options, though. MSN spawn is pretty good. Yeah, back gold. Deer behind. Tree line. This is such a wallable area. And, guys, there's nothing wrong with having a mill here like this. Like, it's to keep your villagers in range. You have to do this way if you want to protect your gold without adding in Dontos. Because you can garrison like this because they're close enough. And to be honest, having multi-mills, just having the mill here isn't bad because you're going to pump cow anyway. The idea of like, oh, it needs to be on the berries isn't really true. Like, how often do you really see Malian players eating berries? Like, these guys like, no, you eat berries with turkey, not with beef. And I got to agree with that. You're a savage if you're eating berries with beef, okay? You put tomato ketchup on that. You don't put berry chop on that. Is berry chop a thing? We're making berry chop a thing. Kid berry? You guys ever looked at how, like, tomato ketchup is made? Should I pull the video up so you guys can all vomit? The weird thing is I watched part of that video and I still eat ketchup. I don't know what's wrong with me. So how are we looking vision? How are we looking sheep? Kilyadi, he's only got 7 sheep. Oh my god, MSN got 14. What? Alright, screw the cows. Now we have to ask the question. Do you add berries to lamb? The answer is no, because you're not a savage. You add tzatziki. And then some spicy sauces in there. You do it the Greek way. Gyros is the only way. I will also accept Turkish answers. Have a ketchup addiction? All right. Agree or disagree? Ones of you agreed, twos of you disagree. Mustard would be an S-tier condiment if it tried a little less hard. Like, it's so close to being there. But it's like, it's just putting in a bit too much effort. You know, it's not like ketchup. Like, ketchup has the problem, like, it could tune itself down 50% and it would still be trying too hard. You think mustard's already an S tier? I would give it like an A. I think it's very easy to use too much mustard as well. Like, mayo is always a nice one because you can just cram a boatload of mayo on there and still not feel like you screwed up, you know? Yadi, how are we looking? So he's going Keshik opening. I mean, Donzos are already in play, though, which is the weird part. Mayo's like C tier. It depends, like, how are you defining this? Because, like, I mean, where would you put ketchup? Because if you're putting ketchup high on the tier list, you've got a very different idea on, like, what makes a good condiment, you know? Like, I think a good condiment should be capable of, like, complimenting things, letting itself be known, but not being that douchebag that gets up on the table at the party with his wiener out, you know? Like, you know, just be the guy dancing on the table, having a good time, that's fine. Don't take it too far. And ketchup always takes it too far. Ketchup's like, hey guys, look over here, I'm helicoptering. Like, you can't not see it, you know? It's like a Golden Horde player opening with a Khan and two Tortugas. It's like, hey guys, over here, react to me. You have to react to them. Whereas, like, Keshiks are more like a... They're more like a mayo, really. Actually, mayo's probably unfair. Spears are more like a mayo. I'd say these are a little bit more like mustards, you know? Where, like, they are kicking up and you can't ignore them, but it also doesn't feel like it's the only thing on the plate. It can't be the only thing on the plate. Whereas, if you think about it, ketchup is like, oh my god, chat, I get it now. Ketchup is like playing French Knights in Age of Empires 4. Okay? You just don't need anything else. Nothing else exists. Nothing else matters. The Knights are the only thing that you will taste on the palate. The only thing that anyone else will smell or taste or see. Boom. We found our ketchup, you know. Okay, so Kuyari, what's the plan here, by the way? It looks a bit weird, almost like he wants to go castle. I think he's just, like, maybe mismacroing a bit. So, yeah, he's reinvesting. Heinz ketchup is the only ketchup? Agreed. I mean, like, dude, it's so weird when my partner goes and buys the crapper, like, you know, all these one. I'm like, dude, it's just water. It's just watered down ketchup. Why? Same with mayo. Okay, I know some people are going to hate me. I think Heinz mayo is okay. I'll agree Hellman still wins. But, like, Heinz isn't as bad as some people make out. They are both acceptable. As Kuyari, I think he is planning to go castle here, by the way. Homemade mayo is the real deal. You clearly never went to university. Okay, when you live with people in university and they tell you they made homemade mayo, you don't try. All right, now I'm not going to fill in the holes on that one. Just trust us. The burn coming in. I mean, the Donzo count is so high, I don't even know how he's allowed to do this right now. Like, okay, so after I say you never eat berries, we actually eat the berries. What? Bro, you don't know where they've been. They aren't ketchup. Oh. Tower Rush is still viable in 25? I mean, this type, yeah, it's like a single outpost. Although, actually, Kilyadi sometimes goes for like 3 of them. Oh, you know what is sick? The garlicky mayo thing. What's it? Is it aioli? Aioli's pretty, like, good quality aioli is mwah. Oh. It's like, well, the garlic and mayonnaise. And what else has it got in it? Egg yolk, right? Now, you get good quality aioli. Am I saying that correctly? It is aioli, right? Nice use of the hawk. KP, that's not a hawk. That's a falcon. Look, I don't care. If it's not a pigeon, it doesn't matter to me. Wait, where'd he go? I like how it just disappears. They don't even add a fading effect. It just disappears. Drone deactivated. Crashes to the ground straight away. Please, can you pick up your falcon from the parking lot? Alright, so KillerPigeon out on the deers now. Just munching them up as best he can. Still trying to bulk army. MSN has gone for kind of a weird one here, though. Mass Donzo, Mass Sofa. Not your norm. Kind of a cool one, though, because like the archer count isn't really that high for KillerPigeon. Maybe it's pronounced AI Oli. There we go, guys. AI, like, I mean, we need to be more modernistic about this. AI Oli. That could be a brand. You could even market like, you know, our aioli is the best aioli. Because it's made with ChatGPT's ingredients. Which only gives it a 20% chance of having sermon in it. Wait, what? Buy one, get two free. Okay, I'll forget the last piece. It's a bargain. This is not a bargain, though. What is happening? MSN. Just hemorrhaging a lot on this tree line, it feels like. I mean, it's only free, but it's definitely adding up quick. But there is a counter-offensive now. The sofa seeped across the map. Scout has snitched on the backside as well. You guys ever realize that in real life, even when the snitch is on your side, you hate the snitch, but like in Age of Empires 4, you love the snitch. Kind of surprised the sofa. Yeah, burn that crap down. Take it down. Like, this is an easy slay. Needs to be in good position, though, because otherwise the villagers can run away with the yam. Did miss out on like an extra burn there. KillerPigeon does the right thing. Immediately repairs. Guys, like, don't be like me, okay? Someone breaks in your house, don't go, it'll fix itself. Like, I really need to go back to the dentist and try to fix this tooth now. And by fix, I mean have it yanked out. I'm like, hasn't started to hurt yet. Now it's feeling tingly. I still should, and I still haven't booked that appointment because I'm too busy streaming hours and hours of gameplay for you guys. And I know I'm going to be out of commission for a few days. So I'm that guy who doesn't repair the outpost. And I'll pay the price for it. But KillerPigeon is a wise, wise man. For anyone who was there for the fall of Rome knows how overconfidence can be an insidious killer.
Now you're my sugar daddy.
Just here for your entertainment. Yo, is that one of our streams? Do I just like stream myself at the dentist screaming as they yank a tooth out? All right, guys, for 50 gifted, we'll have no anesthesia. Oh, Jesus, I'm not gonna do that. What's up, Locke? Appreciate the raid, bud. Who's winning this? I mean, MSN's comp is better if you can get castle than if KillerPigeon goes castle. I think even in feudal, this pacing, I mean, Sofa just kind of wins. Nowhere near enough spears. You gift 20 for no anesthesia, bro. That's not happening. Dude, it's like a premolar. That's four prongs. Hell no, am I doing that for 20? You know how painful that would be? Freaking. Like, you know, you need to step up, boy. You're making all Dutch people look cheap right now. This is on you. You're representing your people. And now, that you know, that surprises me. Like, at that point, why are you guys not in Age of Empires 4? Because cheap equal variance. Oh my god, that's like the quickest way to insult a Dutch person, isn't it? Like, what would we make you a variant of? The HRE or the French? And you're like, you piece of crap. How dare you? I mean, comp's way worse for MSN. Not if he scales it. That's the whole point with like Donzo Sofa. You know, it's not really something KillerPigeon wants to dive into with limited armor. I think the TC fire actually matters a lot there. He's doing a really good job of just keeping KillerPigeon running around like a headless chicken with this, by the way. And he's padding it really well. Plays down to the deer now. Which made the Belgians a variant of Dutch. 50% of them love it and 50% hate it. That's not true. Wouldn't it be that 33% of them would love it, 33% of them would hate it, and 33% of them would be indifferent? Because you'd have like a split between French, Dutch, and German. 250 gifted subs between us. To what? For me to not have anesthesia? Jesus Christ, that's such a bad deal. That's such a bad deal. You want to know why that's a bad deal, chat? Because, like, someone could be like, hello and welcome from Turkey. And then I'll get, like, probably 120 bucks for that. That's how they get you. They ain't $6 subs. Does the buck stop here, though? KillerPigeon. There's a lot of spears now. Like, you download more spear.com. Up to 32. We do have MSN down to archers, but outnumbered. So far. I'm thinking about brute forcing it. The spears are close enough. The Yam makes this difficult now. The choke points we go. Donzo's having to ford this. And the Donzos don't really need to survive. There's not much cap to deal with. It's just more about bogging down the spearman. And now the Sofa start to lap him from the side. His own buildings are getting in the way, though. KillerPigeon just brute forcing in deeper. I think MSN's looking a bit stuck, but the Sofa try to recover it. The Rohirrim ride goes straight around the back onto the archers. And the spearmen, they just get melted. There's none of them left. Damn, what a play. MSN. It looked like he was playing it a bit too dangerous, but he had the Sofa in reserve the whole time, just waiting on the flanks for their moment to pounce. We'll have to reset and pull away now. KillerPigeon position not that advantageous anymore. That did look shady, though. That looked so tight, the way that MSN had to thread that. He was biding his time until practically all spears were removed before he fully committed. And then at one point, I was looking at this going, hey, maybe we should delete the houses. Maybe our own houses are stopping us, okay? Maybe people could live on the streets and learn a bit of a hardship. And then the Sofa could have flooded in, but just bided his time. I'll dive in. KillerPigeon says, no. No. Whoa. I ain't done attacking, okay? He's sitting there in his wheelchair with his crutches swinging around. What if I can't walk? I don't need to. He just keeps going. This man's out of control. But I think MSN is about to put a leash on him. Yeah, just intercepts. Archers can snipe down the few spearmen. Sofa should be able to wipe out the archer blob. Does he have patches? Oh, okay, wait a second. We got more kebabs than a major Berlin city, a major German city right now. And MSN has not cooked the cows. He only has 3 in a rush. Yeah, this isn't over, actually. MSN still needs to scale his economy. Oh man, KillerPigeon is forgetting villagers. No, he's not. He's just focusing on eliminating enemy villagers, okay? You don't need to build villages if you kill more of your opponent's villagers. It's just basic logic. Pick a number between 1 and 5. Can anybody guess it? 69. I think I know my chat well enough to know at least 3 people will type 69. Maybe between them. Or 67. Oh, God, yeah. Dude. Guys, can we get back to 69? It's so much better than 67. So much better. I'll also accept 720. 420 is lame. It's all about the double 360 no-scope. Villagers might be about to get no-scoped. KillerPigeon does have the outpost up, though. They'll see this coming a mile off. God, sometimes I wonder why people would ever play the game this zoomed out. Like, dude, you can't even get to know the people. This is the problem with us nowadays, all right? We're so detached from reality. You know, like, get down there. You get those, like, AI girlfriend YouTube ads. This is that. Good look, you can tell me whatever you want and I'll do it. I'm your Sofa to command. Okay, now it's getting creepy. We're going to zoom out again. What's up, Fawn Tiger? Appreciate the sub, bud. You know, I just said he needed to get cows. Wasn't that literally a minute ago? Yes, 18. Oh my God. The timing on this switch is ridiculous. It's been like a minute, man. From 3 cows to 18. I don't know what they keep putting in the cow feed, but it seems to be working. Bull's been going crazy. All right, so economy issues have been resolved. Malians are a civ. Smiley face. Kilyadi coming again. And yes, he did grief himself. Actually, yeah, it should be an opening, right? Oops. Now, keep in mind, last time, MSN had an insane amount of sofa. This time, he does not. But he does have the archer lead. Like, he actually has a lot of archers here. Still, spearmen bog you down a lot. You're going to waste a lot of time exchanging with that. It's fine, guys. Like, it came like this, okay? We didn't break it. Like, all the statues around here are headless. You're in a British stream. We love headless people. Like, we had a king who went through that multiple times. Harry Potter, headless Nick. It's perfect condition. Deerstone's definitely not going to be set on fire soon. Is that me, or is he just slowly losing the game now? Like, I kind of feel like he's just gradually losing the fights more and more, but the Keshik spam's now coming in, so if MSN doesn't realize what's happening, the heavy cav can plow this. Like, he sacked his archer count, but for good reason. Moves in. Choke point defense can make this difficult to leverage Keshik well, but MSN is forced to front line with his bowman. He's got a few of the sofa in there. Spear count is being thinned. This is just never ending, and oh no, it's a fox in the henhouse. Keshik goes into the back. He's the gap. Kilyadi does have to reset again, but he's halfway towards castle. Man, I don't actually think Emerson's going to be able to handle this. Now, you know, most players would logically just go castle now, right? Oh, did he not use the gap? He just walked around? I mean, even worse then. One more. But the fact that Kilyadi's doubling down makes this 10 times worse for MSN, I think. Like, how do you tech now at this rate? What's up, Fawn Tiger? Hell yeah, give me them bits. Thank you very much. Oh, I need to try and enable push to talks for bits, don't I? Actually, I think I have them enabled. I'll have to double check. All right, Grand Fulani to see who's going to be made a fool out of. Damn, Fawn. Thank you. Dude, look at this guy go. He's giving all the goodies. Appreciate it, bud. I don't think Kilyadi glimpsed it. No, I don't think he got deep enough. The Khan's a coward. We blame him. Why? Like, he should be up in their face. All right, if you can't see their nostrils, you're not close enough. Goddamn coward over here. Thought he was mustard, but he was just mayonnaise. Tech up completes. This is the go. Has to be Kilyadi. Kurotai on the way. 26 Keshik. Remember, he's got pastures for days. This is not going to stop. Now you can just bet them up ASAP. That's going to be his priority here. It's an interesting strategy to kind of mirror what you're up against. Remember, Keshiks only take 30 seconds to upgrade. And I had my doubts. I didn't think Kilyadi would actually be able to kind of maintain his position this well. MSN, after he saw the Keshik switch, he shied up entirely. Deerstone's going to pack up and roll away. He's kind of making it obvious what he's doing here, but he has to. Veteran archers will melt through everything here. Especially with Vet Sofa now to back him up. Kilyadi ages up. No, I don't think age 3 was a mistake for MSN. Like, he was stuck on mass archers. If he didn't go for castle age, then you just got mass archers that are counted. You have to have veterancy rushing in, and this is the cool thing. You get veterancy in 30 seconds with Malians. So it gives you a really strong defense strat there. Like, legitimately, the Fulani choice actually saved him, whereas otherwise he'd be just kind of dead by now. Like, you know, you have to think about it this way. So, going Castle Age was like taking a really, really bad, crisped, overburnt burger and adding a splodge of ketchup with a slight dollop of mustard to it. If he'd stayed in the Feudal Age, it would have been like cramming a crap load of mayonnaise on top and then realizing that wasn't quite delivering the punch. Then you add mustard in. And now it's starting to get really weird because all of a sudden you slap like a big dollop of hummus on there. Like at that point, you're just panicking as you add in archers, and then you have to go back to Gonzos, and you have to go to Sofa, and they're just going to progressively feel worse. Speaking of Sofa, wrap around the back. Yeah, we're only doing best of 69s now. Why? Because someone's going to get fucked up. I emphasize fugged there. As in they're going to get beaten up by fugs. And I've got a feeling that person might be MSN. It's unusual to see Kurtai with mass Keshiks. But when your opponent can't move... Oh god, this is such a hard fight. Old man, cut him a break. Catch him a bit of slack, please. I mean, money income can be as high as at once. The cruel tie is here to play. Yadi. Committing. MSN, not backing away at all. Oh, wait, what? Defense arrow gets activated as well. Oh, God. Watch the numbers. MSN, he has to pull the Sofa away. Archer's now frontlining. He does not have poison arrow. He does not have a hope in hell. This Keshik count is out of control. Oh, my God. No poison arrow yet? Nope, it's expensive and it takes a long time. Kyoyadi, happy with that, just backs off momentarily. Doing himself a military lead. I think the problem now is MSN's not going to macro enough up to get his hands on poison arrows. He's so busy pumping Sofa every time he's got a little bit of food to work with. Clash continues. Kyoyadi, lead is building. Weird choke point fight. He's actually just trying to wedge himself a tiny bit deeper to A-click with more Keshiks. It's brain dead click mode. And the Ooga Booga is complete. You thought you could be a man that was there when Genghis Khan rode across Eurasia? Wrong. This man has got years and years of war wisdom under his belt, and he's going to have another game under that belt too. The belt has come off. MSN has been whooped to death in game number 2.